Mayfield's story is the greatest story in college football history, going from a walk-on at two different Power 5 programs to winning the Heisman Trophy, to playing for his all-time favorite program, to being the #1 pick in the NFL draft, proving that dreams do come true. Dreams come true, at Baker Mayfield. Patel, because remember, OU did not recruit him to Norman. Mayfield showed up on their doorstep and introduced himself to Coach Bob Stoops at a team meeting, and the rest is history. At Lake Travis High in Austin, Texas, Baker went 25-2 and won a state championship, but was not a hot college prospect. He was considered too short and only had offers from Washington State, Florida Atlantic, New Mexico and Rice. He waited as long as he could for a Power 5 offer and was all set to pick one of those schools when his father, James Mayfield, said he wanted to have a conversation with him. Baker said it was his father that suggested that he walk on at a Power 5 program of his choice, because if he went to one of those 4 schools that offered, he would regret it and that it would be the biggest mistake of his life. Baker said he and his father had the biggest fight of their life and that he stormed out the house slamming the door and stayed away for several hours before returning and admitting his dad was right, and that he was going to walk on at Texas Tech. At Tech, Mayfield earns the starting job as a true freshman walk-on and, despite getting injured, played in 8 games, starts 7, throwing for 2,315 yards and 12 touchdowns against 9 interceptions to earn Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, and then Texas Tech head coach Kliff Kingsbury makes the biggest mistake of his life, and one that he will regret for the rest of his life, when he told Mayfield he was not going to put him on scholarship at Texas Tech and he would not be the starting quarterback for him at Tech. Man, was that a mistake. Mayfield bolts out of Coach Kingsbury's office, calls his parents and tells them he is loading up his truck because he is moving to Norman and is going to walk on at his dream school at OU. The Sooner coaches don't even know he is on campus. He is just an average Joe living in the student dorms and playing intramural softball when he first introduces himself to Coach Bob Stoops, who tells him that he knows who he is and that he will give him the same opportunity that he gives all his players to win the starting job, and that he was welcome to be on the team. Coach Stoops tells him to see the equipment manager, and then Mayfield walks on at OU and eats at a quarterback in Trevor, who had just been named the Sugar Bowl MVP after OU beat heavily favored Alabama. Mayfield earns the starting job and ends up a 3-year starter and never looks back, playing the best quarterback we have ever seen at OU, leading OU to a 34-6 record, winning 3 straight Big 12 championships and taking OU to 2 Final Four finishes. Mayfield wins the Heisman and then last night caps off his improbable college football career, being named the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft by the Cleveland Browns. Let's go to work, at Baker Mayfield. pic.twitter.com/Joe97W7VPO4, Cleveland Browns, at Browns, April 27, 2018. Mayfield has always been emotionally attached to Sooner fans and the Sooner Nation, and he has a special message for a special group of people that will always be in his heart. The #1 pick in the at Baker Mayfield. Start slideshow.